I'm here with Jeffrey Williamson. He is the founder of JLW Law Group, LLC, headquartered in Statesboro, Georgia. Jeffrey, tell our viewers a little bit about your background and a general overview of your firm.
Okay, well, I did my undergraduate work at Mercer University. I majored in economics and minored in accounting and English. Then went on to law school at the University of Georgia. I then, after that, went to the Masters of Accountancy program at UGA, studied there, received my MAC with an emphasis in tax. I established my law firm, my practice here after working for the IRS and serving as in-house counsel to two larger accounting firms. The firm is a boutique firm. We specialize in estate planning, elder law, and tax research and tax controversy.
Tell our viewers about the estate planning portion of your practice.
The goal of the estate planning portion of the practice is to help clients with just ordering of their affairs prior to their death, helping them pass down wealth to their lineal descendants, usually their children, maybe grandchildren, and to do so in a tax-efficient manner so that they don't incur any estate tax or incur a minimum amount of estate tax. Some of the techniques I employ include wills with credit shelter trust, grantor retained annuity trust. Sometimes, depending on how wealthy the client is, we can do even more sophisticated things like installment sales to intentionally defective grantor trust. But sometimes a simple gifting strategy will suffice. I can set up crummy trusts for children where parents can gift over time a certain amount to a trust to their children, and really over time it really helps them to get assets out of their gross estate.
Okay. You mentioned that you specialize in elder law. What exactly is that?
Elder law encompasses a wide variety of practice areas, but when I use it really in the context of Medicaid planning, which is really a specialty or a subset portion of the estate planning practice. I advise people on how they can qualify for Medicaid, and since Georgia, as you know, Medicaid is a federal program, but it's administered by the states. And a couple of years ago, Georgia began an estate recovery program, whereas when someone goes on Medicaid for nursing home care, the state will actually go after their assets after their death. So I try to advise clients on how best to qualify for Medicaid and, if possible, to order their assets in such a way to minimize estate recovery.
Okay. Now, before you opened your practice, you worked for the Internal Revenue Service. Is that where you gained your tax expertise?
Well, yes. I had quite a bit of formal tax training in the law school at Georgia and, of course, in the Masters of Accountancy program. But certainly working for the IRS, especially with the tax controversy portion of my practice, it was invaluable experience. And I use that knowledge every day when I'm doing tax controversy work.
What exactly does the taxation part of your practice encompass?
Well, the tax research part of my practice, I advise mostly accounting firms and higher net worth individuals on particular tax transactions, doing research on what is the most efficient means of buying or selling or engaging in whatever transaction they're looking at. And like I said, a lot of my clients, they are accounting firms that need specialized research. The tax controversy portion of my practice, involves everything from representation before the IRS internal audits all the way up to representation in the United States Tax Court, filing petitions in the tax court. And I believe, although I'm not certain, I believe I'm the only attorney in the area that's admitted to practice before the tax court.
Okay.
And I've had quite a bit of success, and I say this, I want to put this disclaimer out, to your viewers. Every instance is different, but I just recently had a tax case before the tax court. When we went to court, the client owed over $250,000 in tax, and I settled with the government for just a little over $50,000. So that was obviously a very favorable outcome. But I want to say, every case is different. I can't promise that, for everybody, but I do have a lot of expertise in practicing in the court.
Okay. Now, where can our viewers find you?
My office is out here in the Market District, right across from the Home Builders Association. We're sort of diagonally behind the Market District Salon. I'm not right downtown like some of the other lawyers, but it's quiet out here, so I like it.
Okay. Thank you. I've been chatting with Jeffrey Williamson, the founder of JL Williamson Law Group, located here in Statesboro. Again, he specializes in elder law, estate planning, and taxation.